Good afternoon. I'm Sandy, author of Being Fit Mindfully, and I'd like to take you through my seated stretch routine. It'll take us about 7 to 10 minutes. So here we go. You're going to start seated with your feet hip width apart. I want you to round and exhale, and then inhale into extension, exhale round, inhale extend, one more time out. One more time in, and then we're going to rotate. You'll look over your shoulder as one hand slides to your hip and the other hand slides to your knee. Then we can go forward to stretch the back, breathing all the while. Roll back up, and then we're going to turn to our side, stretching our right leg first. You'll put it up on the bench. You could be on anything that you could extend your leg on, a wall or something comfortable. You'll keep your chest up and your knees soft, foot straight, and you're just stretching forward until you feel the stretch in the back of the leg. You'll hold the stretch for 20 seconds minimum, 30 is ideal. The nice thing about seated stretching is it's more convenient and comfortable. Then we can put a little bend in the knee and fold over, bringing your head to your knee for a back stretch. Now let's switch sides, putting our left leg up on the bench. Knee is soft, foot straight, back straight, chest lifted. Breathing all the while. Lean forward with the chest lifted and the back straight to get more stretch. You don't want to round because you'll lose the stretch. So keep your back straight and your chest up. Breathing in through the nose to filter, out through the mouth to dissipate. And it's always nice to do this outdoors, but sometimes weather doesn't permit and you may need to stretch indoors. But you could still do it seated. And then we'll round forward and roll up. Then you'll face front again on your seated bench. Lift up and cross one ankle over the knee. Make sure that the bottom foot is under the knee. A lot of times it goes back behind you and you don't want that. You'll lose the stretch. Alignment's very important when we're stretching to get the stretch accurate. And again, chest lifted, you'll feel this in the hip, the glute, and the groin, wherever you're tight. And we just keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Hopefully that stretch is going to subside and not be as tight or uncomfortable. But you always want to be able to relax a little bit and be comfortable in your stretch. If it's too much, you should always back off a little so that you can breathe and just let the joint and muscles lengthen and increase in flexibility. Then we'll cross the knee all the way over and just look over that back shoulder, getting a little bit of a twist in your torso. Keeping those shoulders down. Now we'll switch sides. Cross the left ankle on the right knee. Make sure the right foot's under the knee and our chest is lifted. Ooh-wee, it can feel tight, especially after you've walked or ran. This is really good stretching to do because you've done vertical work for 20 to 45 minutes and now you're going to relax and sit down and just open up the muscles and the joints. Very important to do. Remember, stretching is the dessert of exercise. Then we'll cross it all the way over and again twist, looking over your shoulder. And back to the front. Now we're going to take the stretch to the quad. So you're going to turn sideways so that you can bring one foot back, and it can feel good to hook it on whatever you're seated on, the bench or a wall, and let that knee drop toward the floor so that you feel the stretch in this front thigh and hip. Again, keeping that nice alignment. You can also squeeze the glute to open up the front hip and quad more. Really comfortable in this position, much more so than standing. So you'll end up holding the stretches longer if you're comfortable. Okay, and then we'll come out and turn to the other side and bring that right foot back. Good, hooking that there. Breathe into it, getting that nice length through the hip and the thigh. Keeping the chest lifted, shoulders down. In through the nose, out through the mouth to filter. Nice. And then we'll release that foot. Then we can take our hands on top of the bench behind us. And for shoulders, you can have it wide. And if it doesn't bother the shoulders, you can bring those hands closer together to really open up the chest and shoulders. And you don't even have to do anything. Once you've placed your hands on the back of a bench and let them rest there, and it just opens up the chest and shoulders nicely. Again, if it's too much, you can take them wider, and that's less pull and on the shoulders and chest. And just breathe. Opening up the chest. And then relax. Swing those arms across your chest. Pick one to hug. And we'll hold that arm, keeping the shoulder down. This is a stretch for the upper back and shoulder. You can rotate your wrist while you're here. And then switch. Hug that other arm. Rotate your wrist, keeping the shoulder down. Getting all the tension out of the upper back and shoulders, very important to do. And release, and take a deep breath in. Exhale out, and thank you for this time. Happy stretching.